4.1.3 Factors contributing to increased globalization. Causes of globalization. There are numerous causes of globalization. All these causes have played different roles at different times in history to further promote globalization. Technological advancements, cell phones, and the internet have promoted globalization. The internet has removed physical barriers to trade. This has had two different effects. It has allowed firms in a country to access a much larger market, leading to economies of scale advantages, price falls, and consumer surplus rises. It has also allowed consumers to have more choice. Now, consumers can buy from more firms in more countries. So, there is more competition, and prices have fallen. Travel between countries is also now easier, thanks to technological advancements. Growth in WTO membership. The role of the World Trade Organization is to liberalize free trade, to provide a forum to resolve trade disputes, and to lower tariff barriers. The GATT, General Agreement for Tariffs and Trade, was formed in 1948. As a result of the Uruguay Round in 1995, the WTO was formed. The Most Favored Nation Principle, MFN, says that any tariff reduction offered to one country must be offered to all, against trade discrimination. The WTO began with 23 members, and now has 163 members. Containerization. Containerization, and huge tanker ships, has seen firms exploit volume economies of scale. This has promoted the international trade of goods by making shipping cheaper. Growth of sovereign wealth funds. A sovereign wealth fund, SWF, is a state-owned investment fund, composed of financial assets, such as stocks, bonds, and other such property, which invest huge sums globally. SWFs are typically created when governments have budgetary surpluses. SWFs are driven, though not exclusively, by commodity-rich countries, such as Qatar, which owns Canary Wharf, the Shard, and Harrods. Growth of BRICS. The BRICS economies are Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These emerging economies have, for the most part, become increasingly integrated into the world economy. China, in particular, has opened up to trade. Deregulation. Financial markets deregulated in the 1980s/90s. Former communist economies liberalized in late 1980s/90s. Deregulation allows huge flows of hot money and foreign direct investment, FDI, internationally. Growth of cross-border FDI, vertical, horizontal, conglomerate integrations/mergers. Growth of free trade blocs. Free trade blocs are typically groups of countries that do not have any trade restrictions, e.g., tariffs, quotas, between them. The European Union is a customs union. This means it has a common external tariff, CET. There are no tariffs between countries, but a CET for countries outside the Union.